All right, I went over the rules. I want you to protect yourself at all times, and what I say you must obey. Good luck. And bye.
Better than that. You've completely switched off. Get your mind back on the job. That was a terrible round, that was. Come on. You've let him back into the fight. You're much better.
Nice round, good round. I like that. I'm happy. Good man.
Let's go.
Good man. You stay focused? Go on. Don't let him back in or anything. Don't give him Hoodie, what are you doing? Come on, switch on. Switch on. Get your mind back on the job.
Do your business.
Great work. I love that. I love that. That jab's slick. Now, I don't want you to load up. Don't be looking for that one shot or anything.
Let's fight. Are you okay? You're out of there.
Good evening. We are live from one of the world's most beautiful arenas. This is Falcor Bay. And next to me for the broadcast, the one and only Johnny Nelson.
I feel like a fraud. How have I got these ringside seats?
It's time for our tale of the tape. It's David Benavidez. He's a whopping 6 foot 2 inches tall and has a reach of 74.5 inches. And standing across the ring from him in the flesh, Terrence Bud Crawford.
This is going to be so exciting. It'd be like David and Goliath. I'm so excited for this. How is this ever going to play out?
It's the Mexican monster, David Benavidez, turned pro.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Phoenix, Arizona. An all-action, exciting, 2-division champion of the world, known as the Mexican monster, David Benavidez. Fighting out of the blue corner from Omaha, Nebraska, here is an acclaimed 3-division champion of the world, Terrence Bud Crawford.
An open-air outdoor stadium. What a venue for this contest.
It seems wild. It seems ferocious. It seems like there's no rules. And that's what it feels like when you're fighting outside under the heat.
No doubt about it, this was the hottest ticket in town by a country mile. Every seat has been sold. And that's the opening bell, round 1. They both want the knockout. He threw a punch and just got countered. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Well done with that counter shot. He got out of the way of that right hook. The courage on display here is incredible. Well, I hope you brought your sunscreen. You're going to need it as we have our main event underneath the bright sunny skies.
If you are on the losing side of this fight, Tom, and the heat is on, it's the worst place to be. So you've got to make sure you've prepped right for this. And right now, I'm looking at a fight that doesn't look like they're prepped right.
Those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? David Benavidez might be ready to go. Somehow, whoa, wait a minute! Crawford in trouble! And down goes Crawford! That punch to the head looks so good live. Let's see it again in slow motion and really appreciate it.
You're right, Todd. What a shot!
Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. You've got to wonder how... Here we go. It's round 2. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
Jab slightly off target. Counter punch caught him clean. Neither fighter willing to slow down. When you're fighting a counterpuncher, you want to bait them in to throw first. Make them think you're going to throw a punch so that they exchange.
you're fighting a counter-puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter-punchers, they're watching you every move, that every twitch.
The winner of this surely will get a world title shot. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. That hook just can't find the target. That counter shot lands. Let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about David Benavidez that last round. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
Dominance, without a doubt, made look so...
That's it.
There's the bell for round 3. Coming off that fantastic last round. Let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Straight right just misses. Bombs away. Nice counter. Nope, that hook won't score. He misses with the left uppercut. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. They exchange punches. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to think him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little faggot and pickpocket him.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Benavidez that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as a fighter, and the tournament's got...
On to the fourth we go. Got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. A perfect counter lands. So much firepower here. This fighter has been extremely aggressive so far, Johnny, but how do they keep it up over the distance of this fight?
Todd, look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought, this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. He'll do everything to get the win. I've got to box him. I've got to frustrate him. I've got to humiliate him and show him how good a boxer I am. That's the only way you beat an aggressive fighter. Show your boxing skills. Step out of the way. Don't fight fire with fire. Use pain as a blow.
left-handed jab doesn't quite score. Perfect counter shot. Swing and a miss with the hook. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about David Benavidez in that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round, complete dominance.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
That's his round. Go play. Think about the defense on the end of what you're doing.
On to the fifth we go. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Both men step back for just a moment. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Look back in the history books. Some of the best fighters in the world were the middleweights. Yes, the glamour division is the heavyweights, we know. But I'm telling you now, you look right there. These guys are on it. Fast, sharp, powerful. It hurts, and you can imagine that being you. They're the size of an average man.
Can't score with that right uppercut. Walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. The straight right just misses. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. You'd like to see more jabs. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. All right, David Benavidez that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the... On to the sixth round. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
This fighter's certainly not going to out-throw their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamour weight is a heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average.
Whoa, Johnny, out of nowhere, look at this. The Mexican monster's in trouble. And apparently no rest for the weary. Thought about taking a breath, but instead, they're in there throwing bombs again.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What you do, you step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. That uppercut doesn't get through. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. talk about Benavidez that last round. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
You've been coasted this fight.
Good work. Now that's it. Now breathe.
Round 7, here we go. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. They've got to use their jab better in this fight. Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong, because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night.
Hold on a second, Johnny. Did you see that? And it's survival time for David Benavidez. Didn't wait long to get back in and get engaged.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Is he going to punch himself out, though? Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. How about that? This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about David Benavidez in that last round. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
Okay, I'm happy. I like that round. Good work. Just keep them on the other thing. Go.
And we enter the 8th round. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab. Rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Punch, counter punch. You can tell one of these fighters is starting to fade. What does he need to do to get back in this contest?
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. You've got to relax.
Do not throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. They drop their guard, they get caught. There's a counter shot. What heart, what desire, but at what cost? Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Stop the hook there. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Some might have thought the fight a little bit closer, but the judges are in agreement. A unanimous decision win.
This is the last thing we expected. What a fight, what a style, what a pace to get a unanimous decision. That is mad. I didn't see that coming. I thought this would be tight. This is nowhere near tight.